everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to a new YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are here for our AFL Evolution 2 Adelaide Crows My Coach crew mode. Today it's a little bit different though. Today we are going to be doing our trade period. Now it's probably going for about 30-40 minutes, so it's going to be a bit long because it's a trade period, but I want you guys to see every single raw thing, every single player I go after, because I have a list of about 13 players and about probably 8 proposed trades, like actual proper trades, and then a bunch of players to leave as well. So there's a fair lot to get through today, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I do want to say thank you to everyone that put in ideas for this video. Now there may be a few more that came in late. I am recording this on the Thursday just so I can be ready and ahead of myself nice and early, but yeah, Thursdays when I'm recording this, so a few of your ideas may have been missed out. So I'm really sorry for that if that was to happen. But anyway, today here we are for the trade period. We're going to be going over our list. We're going to be freshening it up, and we're going to be getting in some really good players. Now, I'm just going to go over some of the players on my list. Now, some of these were my ideas as well. So we've got Max King, Ben King, Jason Horne-Francis, Nick Daicos, Jack Ginnivan, Luke Jackson, Charlie Curnow, Sam and Tom DeConing, Josh Daicos, Andrew Brayshaw, Todd Marshall and Connor Rosie. Those are the ideas that I have got. Now, also with the office, we will be getting some trade period ideas as well. So we did win the grand final, and now let's see what ideas we have. So Billy Frampton for Bailey Scott from North Melbourne, Saligo 54, Spicer 58, 2 from North Melbourne from Carlton, 1872 Fogarty and 68. Gold Coast 3672 41 59. I am going to delete that one. 1872 1955. Nah. Essendon, Zach Taylor, Jai Caldwell. And then we've got an offer from West Coast, 1872 24 Ben Johnson. I'm going to delete that. Geelong Fogarty, they're looking for Rowan. Now, we are not giving up the Fog, so no. Ball Ace for Edwards, maybe. Taylor 72. I mean, I could do that, but I do like Taylor. Essendon want Frampton 36 20 74. Nope. St Kilda Haitley 72 26 62. No. So that is what we have got now to work with. So North Melbourne, Billy Frampton for Bailey Scott. Now this isn't a bad idea actually. So we could consider this, but I was thinking again, Billy Frampton could be using another trade. Saligo 54 Spicer. I like Saligo, so I'm going to keep him at the club. So that is a no-goer. Carlton 1872 now. Fogarty, how good is he? 78 at the age of 22. This is my first rounder though that I am giving up, so I'm going to say no to that. Taylor for Caldwell. No, because look at Taylor, 75 at the age of 18, so unfortunately enough, no. So now we've got West Coast Ball Ace for Edwards, 69. I mean, this is a relatively fair deal. But again, nah, and Frampton for Scott. I'm going to keep that one though, because I don't mind that trade at all. Now we've got some contracts to be talking through. Now, some people will simply not be receiving a contract now, but he's been locked into the team every single year. And look at the salary that he's on, $130,000. He should be on a lot more than that, to be completely honest. Now, Golan, I'm going to think about him, McCasey. Now, look, he's an 80, so we can get a lot of work for him, and he's on very low salary. So if we can contract him, we can end up freeing up some contract space. So again, 150,000 is what I'm going to have to do. Murphy, now, of course, he's a really key part of our future at this club. He rejects it. 270. Did I not put up my scouts? There's no way that I didn't put up my scouts and negotiators. There's no way that I didn't. There's no way. Yeah, scouts and negotiators are on 10. Okay, that is interesting. Interestingly weird that they're not taking lower money, because normally in the rebuilds they will take $40,000 lower than what they're normally going to be getting, but in this, alas, no, for whatever reason. But anyway, Seedsman, he's been a really key part of the club. $490 annually. He wants $490,000 annually. What? He's going to accept $400,000. That's ridiculous. Now, Talia is not going to be getting a contract. And Walker, we're going to be thinking about him, because I've seen Walker's actually popped up in a lot of your supposed trades. Now, Kieran Strawn probably will no longer be getting a contract. Ronan O'Connor's actually not on the list anymore. But again, just like Talia, I'll just trade him off, make a little bit of profit out of him. But let's see what we got. Let's see what sort of trades there that we can do. So the trades that we have got, so some of the supposed trade ideas, also shout out to Shannon, it's his birthday today, so Shout out to Shannon. So some of the trades that we have got is Walker for Curnow, which is an idea. Thilthorpe and Cook for 2 picks from Melbourne and West Coast. Now, Thilthorpe is worth way more than that, so no, that's not going to be happening. Thilthorpe's not going to be for 2 picks, nope. Cook, I liked him as a utility, so I think Cook will get to stay for now. McCasey to Geelong for a pick. Now, that is... I don't know, because McCasey's an 80 rated, so I'm not sure about McCasey. Gallant to Freo for 2 picks. Well, that can be our first trade of the trade period. Gallant can go to Fremantle for 2 draft picks. Let's see what he is rated. So, Gallant will be rated a... Oh, it's going to be pretty high. 78. So we can probably get 19 in for him and maybe like 73. Let's just see. They're thrilled. Okay. Nah. Give us pick 1 for Gallant. Okay. Okay, right. We'll go 19 and 37. That's 2 picks. I'm pretty happy with that. 19 comes in the door and 37. Gallant is the first player down. Now, Frampton and Lynch for Jeremy Cameron. Interesting idea. Thilthorpe, Cook, Haitley and Miller to Suns. Saints for King. Jones for Daicos. Crouch for Daicos and 2 picks. Now, I've heard a lot of you guys have wanted me to get Nick Daicos. So, he's going to be someone that we will get. We will get Nick Daicos. We're going to have to work on this one for a little while. Now, where is he? Oh no, what have I got him in the game for 85. So, I've got to give up somebody that's just as well worth that. So, look at Slow, 94, 93 Rochelle. Talia's 92. Could we go and do this? That's a win-win trade. Well, I mean, look, we've got Nick Daicos in the door for free. And now another player that I was looking was definitely to get his brother in, Josh Daicos. Now, he's not as high rated, which probably doesn't make a lot of sense for you guys. But now we'll give up... Who are we going to give up for this? I was thinking Tom Lynch. We can just give up Tom Lynch for Josh Daicos. Almost satisfied. And we can give up pick 19, the pick that we just got for Josh Daicos. Almost satisfied. What about another player? Somebody that can comfortably go, like Kieran Strawn can go to Collingwood. And maybe Hinge can go to Collingwood. Yeah, that's fair. And now, all of a sudden, we've got the Daicos brothers in our club. Now, Jason Horne-Francis was another one that you guys said to chase. So, of course, I'm going to do what you guys said and get Jason Horne-Francis to the club. Now, he's on a lot of wage and it'll be going over cap. So, somebody that we were thinking about giving up was Taylor Walker. And, well, first of all, we're going to be giving off a young player to fill up the salary. I think somebody like James Borlace can go to North Melbourne, first of all, with another player. So Borlace and another player, we'll send pick 108 over to North as well. And along with that, I reckon we've got to go for somebody big. Like, we could go for easily a Himmelberg. He was using our revamped defence line. And unfortunately enough, I don't really have a lot of big defenders on here, except I do have Sam De Koning from the Cats. So, again, another option there. We do have Luke Brown, who wasn't great this year. So, he's an option to go. He could be he could have a benefit of this, actually. And then we can go ahead and give up, a pick 19 or something like that. This might work out. North are insulted. Okay, I did hear Crouch. We could give up Crouch, but he's 92. I'm kind of thinking of holding on. But what about Walker? What about if we give up Walker? Now, Walker was in a few deals. Let's see if I can pick out one that he was in. Walker for Curnow. Now, I'm not sure if Thilthorpe. Perfect. I literally just thought that we had Riley Thilthorpe spare. So we get rid of these. We just do this. We just do this. This is the deal. 108 in Thilthorpe for Horne-Francis. Oh, they're almost satisfied. No way. Ronan O'Connor. We don't need him at the club. And to be completely honest, I don't really think that we need Ben Davis at the club either. This could... Oh, that could have worked. That could have really, really, really worked. Right, well then now though, we've got to go for somebody a little bit higher. Haitley was on the list to go. I think because he was having troubles. Oh, they're almost satisfied. I know they're almost satisfied. I need to keep 108 in, but I need to go higher than Haitley. Frampton, he was suggested to go in some of them. Still almost satisfied. What about Davis and Haitley? Davis and Haley, like, come on, or Davis and Frampton, or even McPherson. I'll give you McPherson if you want. Don't want McPherson. Do you want Haley with it? No. Haley and Frampton, maybe? I don't know. This is really getting tight now. Haley and Frampton. And then I can give off O'Connor, and you can have McPherson for that. Like, I'm more than happy to do that. That's probably the best I could do, though, for the deal. Or maybe, I just have to unleash the pick. I don't know what they're going to want. Now this is just really wasting my time and my trades, to be completely honest. But have we got Fisher McCasey? That is the perfect person that can go. We're not getting rid of Haley then, but that is a deal. And Horne-Francis comes in the door. Phil thought was somebody that I wanted out. Horne-Francis comes in. Oh wow, that is a massive trade. Now St Kilda, they've got part one of a two-part plan here to get both the King brothers to this club. Now Max King is an 80 rated, so I am thinking maybe what we could do is we could try and work out a trade for Walker, and that we get both the King brothers to come here. So what we'll do is, Gold Coast Suns will be getting the other King to come here. So what is he on their list? He's also an 80. So we've got the two Kings. Walker to St Kilda. Well, actually, Walker's going to make this really unfair for one of the parties. So if we've got to try and pick out players that are around here. So Chase Jones can go somewhere. He could go to St Kilda. And then the other player, which has to be, again, same rated as around Chase Jones. Or maybe we could try and, we could go Elliot Himmelberg, actually, can go to the other club. So Himmelberg to Suns, Jones to St Kilda. Suns are thrilled, Saints are almost satisfied. St Kilda through Gold Coast are almost satisfied. What about if we add in pick 19 to Gold Coast? Brilliant. That is a bargain pick up. We've picked up both the King brothers. Now they can work in the same forward line. And now we've got a bit of a deal to do with our rivals, Port Adelaide. Now, these were two that I actually picked up, or I thought were reasonable. Now, Walker will be in this deal. But I was thinking, what if we went for Rosie? Connor Rosie, I know. An absolute gun. And we went for... May as well chuck Kane Farrell in the deal. Kane Farrell and what's his name? I forgot. Todd Marshall. These three come to the club, and then we give up Walker, which I know is on no contract. Wait, I shouldn't be silly, and I should put Walker on a contract, shouldn't I? I should put Walker on a contract. We have all this money. We don't really have a lot of it. Right, let's just focus on getting Farrell here first. Kane Farrell from Port Adelaide to come. Well, now we need to chip away one at a time. Connor Rosie's the first one that I want to get here. So Taylor Walker probably can't be part of it, but I could offer up somebody like a Luke Brown to come for Rosie and give him. Let's just try this. I thought they were going to be insulted. Right. Our salary cap is pretty tight. So you know when it gets pretty tight, actually, that we're going to be giving off some of these players for picks. So Ronan O'Connor goes first. We may as well just chuck in Murray in there. Murray can go. Davis can go. They can all just go to Richmond. And Worrell can go. And then we can just get their best pick. We could actually get the Daicos pick 1 from them, couldn't we? We could actually get the Daicos pick 1, maybe. Nah. The Cats was their top pick 3. Insulted. The Suns pick 5. Insulted. What about a low pick? Yeah, from Richmond. From Richmond. Pick 15. They're thrilled. Wait, actually. We can go to Port Adelaide and we can get a part of this deal done. We can go ahead right now and just pick up Todd Marshall as another key forward kind of player. Oh, they're insulted. Well, then I think we'll have to take Richmond's pick 15. I think we'll have to take him up on a kind offer like that and go bang in the door comes pick 15, and now we can work a little bit of magic and do a bit of a trade. Now, some players left on the list to get are the Daicos brothers, which is actually somebody that I should be getting. I should be getting the Cats, actually, so I should be doing this now. This is what I should be doing now while... I don't know what we're doing with Port Adelaide, but let's see where he is on this list. Sam Daicos is a 71, and now I've got to get Carlton on the other end to see if they're going to be willing to work out a deal for Tom Daicos, because I could see these two both playing in the same team and playing brilliantly well. So what have we got here? Where's Daicos on this list? He's an 81. So for the Cats, we've got to give him up pretty much nothing. I think the Cats can have... they can have... Andrew McPherson can go to the Blues. Harry Schonberg can go to the Cats. That's fair. And then now I just need to make up one more thing with Carlton real quick. And I think the player that needs to go to Carlton will have to be one of these three. Pedler. I think Pedler's going to be the unlucky one that's got to go to Carlton. And we'll see if this... Oh, no, I'm keeping Pedler. You know, I'm keeping Pedler. I am hanging on to Pedler. I think he's a really good player. I was going to give him up, but then I was like, Hamill. That's better. Geelong are almost satisfied. Well, then that means Carlton think it's a win-win. If the Cats are almost satisfied, you can just have... You can just have... I don't know, I don't really want to rip myself off here. Paddy Parnell to the Cats. Sure, that's fair with me. I'm happy. Wasn't the most exciting trade that I've ever had to do, but look, it's a trade. We've got the Daicos off the list. Oh yes. Now another player. Now this is going to make our midfield absolutely explosive. If we can get this man to the club, Andy Brayshaw, I think he will fit in perfectly. I have the perfect offer to give up. Luke Brown can go. Brayshaw can come in the door. I can give up pick 18 to go with it. Or I can give up, I can even give up Ned McHenry. Like, I'm feeling pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with that. Andy Brayshaw comes in the door. That is a big win. Look at Fife, 96 in this game. That is crazy. Now, what else have we got? Braden Cook was a leave. McCasey's left. Gallant's left. Harley Lynch. Frampton. Has Billy Frampton left? I think yes he has. Yes, he has. Right, Billy Frampton's left. Crouch hasn't left as of yet. Jones, has he left? Has Trace Jones left? I think we forced him out the door. I think we probably did. But have a look at this list. Have a look at how strengthened this list absolutely looks. Now, I am now thinking there's only a few more players left on the list to get, and that's Marshall, Rosie, Ginnivan. Now, Collingwood, they won't have to ask for a lot for Ginnivan. So, again, this is another little trade that we can get done pretty easily, is Jack Ginnivan. Look at him, he's a 66. So we can really help him a lot if he comes to the club. He's a 66. I'm happy to give up Ball Ace in order to get this deal done. And I'll give up... I mean, look, I'm being kind. You can have 54. Oh, no. Okay. No. You can have 72 instead. Take 72. Thank you very much. And Ginnivan, another one comes to the club. Now, we've got Luke Jackson to go, which I think Jackson might not be a bad offer, actually. Luke Jackson might not be a bad player to come to the club. So Luke Jackson can come. Luke Jackson is only 74. He could be a really nice forward defender, whatever we want him to be. And I think in order to get this deal done, I think it might just have to be... what's he rated? 74. What about? It's kind of either I do Haitley, Taylor, or Scholl. Those are it's kind of down to Taylor. I think it's just going to have to be Zach Taylor. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Yep, deal. Jackson comes to the club, I'm happy. Right, so now Marshall and Rosie is all that's left from Port Adelaide. So we've got to get going. We've got to really get going now. We've got Rosie to get. We've got Marshall to get. We've got two very important players. And then if we can try and snare Farrell, that'd be nice as well. But we won't be able to get Farrell in this trade. Marshall. So we've still got plenty of contract room left. I think Walker could be the perfect person to get this deal done. Port Adelaide are insulted, take our top pick in 15, and they're still insulted. What about just for Rosie? almost satisfied. Well, that's got me over the line now. I am going to be pushing. No. I'm not giving up King. That was an accidental thing. Haitley. Come on, Port Adelaide. Please don't make this hard for me. Please don't have to make me give up somebody that I really don't want to. Pedler. I'm sorry, but it might just have to be your day to go. For Connor. Rosie's in the door. Now we can just chip away at a few other players. We can go ahead and get Marshall and Farrell. And now that's made things easy for me. That has made things really easy now. Farrell and Marshall. And now we have to just be careful now. We've got to give up somebody that's not the best at this club. Somebody that could potentially go. Seedsman could be Seedsman. He is getting a bit older. I think these two are two very young players that are really exciting. I think this might be fair. I think we'll ask the question to 17 to go with it. They're insulted. What about that? They're not satisfied? What? Hang on a minute. Okay, I have to add more into this deal. Okay, right. I don't really know what to do now. Maybe it just has to be Murphy. I feel like Murphy played good enough. Cook or Berry? It's going to have to be Cook or Berry, I reckon. I reckon they both have played fantastically this year. That I don't really want to give them up. That's the thing. What about we just chip away at one of them? Let's go Marshall first. We could probably work out a deal pretty easily for him. Oh, wait, we could just give one for one, one for the other. Berry and Cook both go. What about Murphy for one of them? I think Murphy's time has unfortunately enough come as an Adelaide Crow player. And I think he has to leave and go to Port Adelaide for Marshall. And Farrell, because I think Farrell may as well come. If we can try and get both of them here in the one trade, that'd be pretty reasonable. So Murphy and Berry, or Murphy and Scholl. Not satisfied. I'm not giving away my top pick though. Murphy, Scholl. Look at this. Look at how strengthened our list is. It just might have to be Berry. Simply might have to be Berry. Like Murphy and Berry to Port Adelaide for Marshall and Farrell. I don't really want to be playing up against Berry though. That's the thing. Like, this is really hard. I don't know, but like this feels really hard for me because I don't really want to be getting rid of these players. Murphy, Seedsman. It might just have to be this. I think. Oh, after this we've got to work on getting a defender. I literally forgot. We've got to get a running defender as well. Murphy and Berry it might have to be. Or Murphy and Cook. Murphy and Berry maybe. Because I feel like we've got a lot of inside midfield strength. So I think Berry is probably unnecessary to have at the club compared to Cook, who can really go forward. But Berry's kind of more played as an inside midfielder. So that's why that deal is done. And now I've got to look for a defender. Now I know Carlton have heaps of them. Sard, Williams coming off the half back line. So that could work out for me at this. Wait, free agency. I literally forgot that we had free agency. Free agency is the perfect kind of thing to find a running defender. So general defender, like we've got Vlosten, but I'm kind of like we've got Vlosten, we've got Rourke Smith. Not really interested in him. Christian Salem can produce a bit of run and carry off the half back line. Rich getting a bit past it. McDonald not really. Hearn, Hartlett, Geary not feeling that. And then we go from there. So I'm kind of thinking Christian Salem, he can come in, play a role for the club right now, and we can just sign him on for 2 years at the club. And then some of the highest rated players, we could go for Josh Kelly, who's still pretty young, but nah, I think now we need to just go ahead and get a few more little picks if we can. If we can get a few more little picks, then that'll be nice. So, is there anybody that's like really? I'm thinking Nankervis and Newchurch, perhaps. So, Nankervis to North for like a pick 40. I think that's pretty fair. Nankervis, Tariq Newchurch can go too, but then that means we add in another pick 40 and 58 from North for Nankervis and Newchurch. And now we have a little look at our list before we get going. Let's just have a little look at what we've got. So, picks 18, 36, 37, 40, 54, 58, 90, 108. That's a pretty good list. Now, what have we got left? Well, we've got Sloan, Rochelle, Laird, Crouch, Smith, O'Brien, Duday, Seedsman. Which Seedsman was one that I could have gotten rid of. Miller, Rosie, Dawson, Keys, Horne, Jason Horne-Francis, Butts, Daicos, Fogarty, Brayshaw, Cook, Salem, Daicos, DeConing, King, Rowe, Farrell, King, Marshall, Jackson, Scholl, DeConing, McAdam, Saligo, Ginnivan, and that is our list. So I think that we've done a really good job now. Haven't gotten Charlie Kerner off the list, and that is everybody. So if we can make a late run for Charlie Kerner from Carlton, then we've got everything. But again, we've got a lot of key forwards on this list, so it might be a little bit hard. I'm not really sure if it's even worth chasing Charlie Kerner. If anything, I'd be looking to chase a defender like a Sard, or even an underrated defender like a what have we got? We could even try and get Hamill back. But no, I think we're looking alright. I think our list is looking more than fine than what we got. Like, we could get like an underrated Paddy Dow to the club maybe as our last little pickup as somebody that could maybe play off half back. But again, though, the thing is that we don't have anybody to offer up. Like, our only player left is Saligo, which I think he's probably one that we should be keeping on with. Does West Coast have anything? Like, they might have a pick there that we could try and sculpt, but again, we've got nothing to do, like nothing else to use. We've really come to a point where our list is too strong for the competition. So is there anybody left without a contract on the club? No, there isn't. Crouch actually got through the trade period. A lot of you guys had him in your trade period. So who ended up leaving? Well, Thilthorpe left, McCasey, Gallant, Talia, Lynch, Frampton, Jones, Walker, Haitley, and plenty of other players. So it's been a very savage trade period. If you want to sum it up in a nutshell, we have been pretty open to trading lots of players. Now, we still do have 637,000 left to use, so we could maybe just go and pick up another player, a very underrated player. Vandenberg, no. Rourke Smith, he could be pretty good off the half back line of 77. Let's go with Rourke Smith, I reckon. 160,000, 170,000. Okay, we'll give you your 171,000 that you asked for, and he can help play off the half back line. And I think that was a pretty good trade period. Rourke Smith is our final inclusion, and let's advance to the draft. What a trade period we had. Now, I'm not going to go delisted for agency unless if there's anybody that really catches my eyes here. Now, though, what have we got in here? Edwards, Gray, Boak. Why are all these players getting delisted? They've probably still got seasons in them. Coleman, Chug, Fife, Davies, Parks, Joel Jeffrey, a talented general forward. Tracy, Nichols, Hurd. That's about it. No one in there that really catches my eye. And we could have waited for probably a few of these to have come. Now we have 3 unread emails. Oh yeah, well, I mean, really. And we didn't end up doing the Frampton for Scott deal, which I think was probably better. I didn't really think Scott was going to fit in our club. So I think we made the right decision by avoiding him. We didn't really get a lot of draft picks, but again, doesn't really matter. Right, what have we got here? Mid forward of Cole. We need kind of defenders. We actually need a lot of stuff. We don't even have a lot of midfielders. We've probably actually lost our list rather than strengthened our list, believe it or not. But Cole, I think he'll fit perfectly into this kind of thing that we've got going on. Is there anybody else? A key forward? Do we really need? Nah, key defender, a lockdown key defender. That's actually not a bad pickup, or even like another key forward there. We've got plenty of players to choose from. We do have a key forward, but I'm thinking Lemana. I don't know, I'm going to have to work on pronunciation because he will be playing for our club next year. But what else have we got? What other good players have we got here? We got anybody like really 73 to 76. Grundy, a midfielder. Another 73 to 76 key defender. I'm going to be taking Grundy though, I reckon. Now, I'd be liking to look for another ruck, so back-to-back picks. That's not too bad at all. A mid-forward in Cole, I was thinking about taking, but we have so many. 8 out of 3. General defender. Now, these are hard to come across when you come into this. General defender though, Reeves not going to be good enough, unfortunately. Do we have Keys? We got Balladon maybe. 74 to 76, a midfielder in Gaines. 17 key defender. I think I'm getting a little bit caught up in the highest rated people, not looking at the highest potential that we've got. Sinclair, he was the one that I was thinking. He was the one. He's still in the draft. General defender. We need general forwards though. I don't really want to. I think we might just general defender in Cloak. Look, that might not actually be a bad pickup. That might not be a bad pickup. Is Cloak, maybe, or even like a Exon in the midfield or Cameron in the midfield. I think I'm leaning towards Cameron or Sinclair. Nah, you know what? I'm just going to play it safe and go Cloak. I needed somebody in the defence line. We've got another pick coming up. So now this is where I can use it on either... Wait, where did he go? Oh, no. I lost him. Oh, but Darcy in the midfield. I can imagine this man being an absolute superstar for the club. That is an absolute bargain pick up there by the Adelaide Crows. Brilliantly done. Brilliant done by the brilliant coach. Exon, I was looking at him and I was thinking, yeah, maybe Cameron. A ruck. Angus, 21. He'll be coming in as a 73 or 74 mid forward. Oh, I've already got so many of them. I thought I actually found someone there that was like going to be really good. Alas, no. Right, we've got Cole, who's been in this pool for a very long time. We've got Exon, who I've been keeping my eye on for a fair bit as well. Probably should have gone Yo for the ruck, but doesn't really matter. I'm thinking probably Cole and Sinclair. Those are my two that I really want. So we've got a mid forward here and a mid as in Sinclair. So I think that might be the pick. Nah, I'm going to be going Sinclair as my pick, and then I'm going to be looking for Cole and see if he's still in there. Oh no, I thought that we traded away the rest of our picks, and I was like, oh no, Cole, he's still in here. It's going to be extremely unlikely that he's still in here, and alas, he is out. So let's just see. We've got a ruck who's appealing. We've got really no choices. Either take the ruck, the key forward, or another ruck, or a key forward or a midfielder. These aren't really standing out to me. Now, the key forward, I think I will have to probably take. We have too many of them, though. A ruck is probably a reasonable sort of thing. So I think I'll be taking Brody, and it's our last pick. I don't know, do we just take the best player in the draft that's still in here? Oh no, they're all rucks. This is why you don't want the last pick in the draft. That's why I tried to trade it off, but Crouch, a key forward. 95 to 99 is the last pick. Maybe that's the biggest steal you'll ever see in a draft. So now, you may be wondering, Flame of Footy, what are we doing here? What are we going to be doing now? Let's have a look at our team. So the team that we have got so far is that we'll be able to align it as much as we like, which is what we're going to be doing now. So I will be thinking, some of these are our draftees. Laird's still out following suspension. So King is going to be an instant. I've got no idea which King this is. This is Ben King. Fogarty. Brayshaw's not going to be in the forward line. I'm going to put him in the midfield. Rochelle is meant to be in the forward line. Rosie. Wait, what would he be better there? Yeah, maybe. Rosie in the forward line. Dawson can be moved to, again, more of a wing. It's been suggested that he goes onto the wing. Ben Keys is probably going to be someone better off on the bench. Farrell can probably go into that general kind of forward role. Jason Horne-Francis, I'd like him to be right in on the guts on the other wing. And I'd like Seasman to be on the bench. I would like Nick Daicos. Where will he be? We've got Salem's Butts, Rourke Smith. I think I would be liking probably... Oh, Jimmy Rowe's got to be on the bench. We've got to have... What have we got else? What else? Nick Daicos has to be on there somewhere. So where on earth did he just go? I'm already losing track of my team. That's a bad thing. Right, where did Nick Daicos go? Where did he go? Oh, he went right there. So I think that Nick Daicos should probably be off the half back line instead of Smith, or we move Dawson to a half backer like that. And he was a lot better on a wing, was Dawson. Maybe we move his brother to a half backer. No, we put his brother on the bench. DeConing goes into the back line. No, he doesn't. Seedsman, that's where he will have to be. Lining up on Walker, who's going to be taking on Walker? But our key defender will be going on to their very deepest. This is a very interesting looking team. De Koning. Now, there's Sam De Koning is a key defender, so he can be another one that can work his way up as well. Seedsman probably on the bench for Marshall, and then it's just going to be trying to get a game from here for a lot of players. Then probably De Koning will have to miss, but that's just something like what the team might look like come team selection round 1. We may have a completely different idea, but this is just kind of what it's looking like for now. You guys can let me know team thoughts. This is probably not going to be what the final team is like. I've got no idea where the other king even went. Where is the other king? Well, we've got dilemmas to be working out for sure. Lots of dilemmas, lots and lots and lots of them. So, yeah, this is going to be a very exciting trade period. I am 100% sure. But look, I'm looking forward to the trade period for sure. And I've lost yet another player. Right. Well, that's going to have to wrap us up for today. Where did the other player go? Oh, there he is on the bench. But anyway, this is just what the team's looking like for now. I'll probably mess with it and see some potential solutions. But anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching. Sorry this went for a long time, but this is the trade period. This is the team that we've got heading into Amy Community Series. Of course, I'll be keeping up the training and everything. You guys can let me know who you want in the team. And you guys can let me know, was it a good trade period? Did I do enough or did I not get enough? Anyway though, that's enough of me now. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Sending you guys another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye everyone. Flaming Footy out.